I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is another paid request, this time from Chad Power. And it's a film that I've seen before called The Last American Virgin from 1982. But I do like, and I'm okay with revisiting films and the fact of maybe I could garner something different or more unique in a second or third or fourth or fifth viewing. Of course, you rewatch the films that are your favorites, but if it's a film that you've seen one time, it's okay, not sure if I'll ever see it again. Again, I'm not opposed to seeing it for a second or whatever time. And this is a movie that is a teen sex comedy, but not of the norm. Because it was released by, I believe, Canon Films. Boaz Davidson directed it. And he had done a film in Israel called Lemon Popsicle. And so Canon Films thought, well, with the success of other teen sex movies, Porky's, for example, maybe we can recreate this, set it in the U.S., present day, maybe it'll be a box office hit. Didn't quite work out, maybe because of the ending. But Boaz Davidson, if that name sounds familiar, he's more known as a producer. He would go on to produce Rambo 4, Rambo Last Blood, 16 Blocks with Bruce Willis, the Expendables films. Now, the movie, for the first half of the film, is very much your typical teen sex comedy. Quite a bit of nudity. These three guys led by, not really led, but he's our star, Lawrence Monason as Gary. Lawrence Monason, he was in Friday the 13th Part 4, The Final Chapter. He was the guy with Crispin Glover. He's the guy who tells Crispin Glover, "You're a dead fuck, and the computer don't lie." That's Lawrence Monason. He's been in other stuff too, but that's one of the things he's most well known for, as well as this. And he's the typical high school guy. He's a pizza delivery guy for this thing called the Pink Pizza, which sounds disgusting. I would never fucking order from a pizza called the Pink Pizza. Pink as in a dick, as in someone put their dick on the pizza. If your pizza's pink, you eat it, you die. I'm just saying, if you're ever going to eat a pink pizza, unless someone put a shitload of Pepto-Bismol on there, you eat a pink pizza, you die. So the pink pizza just sounds like, I don't know, eating a pizza from someone's butthole or something. Maybe call it the brown pizza. Well, it depends if it's a dirty sumbitch or a clean sumbitch. But with that said, or clean bitch or a dirty bitch. Hey, gender neutral. If you're gay, or if you're straight, it could be a bitch or it could be some boy bitch. I don't fucking know where I'm going with this. It's called the Pink Pizza. It's fucking weird. It's a weird name for a pizza place. Is there an actual place? Okay, that's a topic. If anyone sees this video, you write down, what's the weirdest pizza place name you've seen in real life? Like, this is what the pizza place is called. What is the weirdest one you have ever seen or you know of in real life? Feel free to write in the comment section if you want to. But going off that tangent, that weird, stupid, Where fuck it? Oh, it came with this pink pizza. Anyway. So, like I said, the first half is this teen sex bit where Gary, Lawrence Monison's character, Gary, he wants to get laid, but his other two buddies are more successful. And this guy keeps failing to get laid. They invite ladies. The moms aren't home yet. He's trying to get the bra off, and she's so bored she's eating. And the others are successful. He's not. They told the ladies they got drugs, but they don't have drugs. They have sweet and low. Some hijinks ensues. Some nudity appears. There's also another point later on when Gary is delivering pizza to this lady. She pretty much invites him. He gets nervous. He runs off. But he's like, oh my God, I need help. The other two guys come with him. They get laid. He's about ready to, but the girl's boyfriend or husband comes home and he doesn't get laid then. Finally, he gets laid with a prostitute, but they all get crabs. And he has some awkward conversations of, you ever heard of lice? Yeah, well, it's not lice. Pretty much trying to tell someone, do you have anything for crabs? But not wanting to be blunt about it. So it's kind of fun, but typical. It's nothing original in the first half. It's nothing unique. So a film like Porky's, I do think it's a funnier movie. It's more satisfying, more upbeat movie. And, Porky's is a more rewatchable film compared to this, as well as other teen sex comedies. Even, The First American Pie, among others. It's not a teen set comedy, but a teen movie called Can't Hardly Wait, which I reviewed not too long ago. I enjoyed that film because I thought it had likable characters, and I just liked the whole vibe of it. I liked the pacing of it. Can't Hardly Wait was a lot better than I thought it would be. Again, it doesn't have the nudities of teen sex comedy, but it didn't need it. This, I like Lawrence Monison as an actor. I'm interested to see where it's going. Again, some of the hijinks, like the cocaine, but it's really sweet and low. That's kind of humorous. But then it takes a turn in the second half. I think this is where I lost some people. Where now we're more serious of a movie. And this one girl who Deary has a crush on, his buddy gets with her, sex with her. Gary's, upset about that because he had a crush on her, but his buddy took her. But then the buddy pretty much dumped her because she got pregnant and she doesn't know what to do. So Gary, being the simp, sells a bunch of his own shit, does other shit to get money, pays for the abortion. And granted, not that she owed him anything for doing that. That was his own fucking free will. But what makes her a bitch is she leads him on to be like, yeah, we don't get together, yeah. Karen, is this where Karen, like, from what I understand, Karen is a bad name to have nowadays. No disrespect to anyone who's named Karen, but that's like a name used for other, that person's a real Karen. I don't know the whole story about how that came to be. For those that don't know, look up the word Karen on Google and such, and that seems like a name that's been used for in other formats other than just being a name. I'm like, was it from this? Because she's the biggest bitch. I guess it is a movie that tells you don't put a girl on a pedestal. Because after doing all this shit for her, no, she didn't owe him, but then she's like leading him the fuck on. Yeah, makes a whole plan. Hey, get with me here, blah blah blah, and he goes over there, and she went back to the buddy, and he is brokenhearted. Shit, this is spoiler territory. Sorry. Just warn with spoilers. Well, I went so far about, just in case, spoilers. He died, he blew up. No, he didn't. He got a gun, he killed everybody. I'm like, that's a crazy way to end the movie. No, that's not it. He finds that she is a bitch and got back with the asshole that dumped her when she was pregnant. It really does go into the film. I mean, the format, the line, the phrase, nice guys finish last. Because the asshole gets the girl, and the nice guy leaves, and the film ends with him driving home, sad, brokenhearted, in credits. And I think even when I first saw this, I went, wow. On one end, that's the most depressing fucking ending in a teen sex comedy, but that's also the most realistic ending of a teen sex comedy. And there's a part of me that kind of admired how ballsy that is. But I'll put it this way: I appreciate at least one movie doing that. Doesn't mean I want to see that done all the time. Doesn't mean I want to see that done for every movie. Because for the most part, if you're having a movie that's supposed to be entertaining and fun, for the most part, you do want a consistency to it. And whether that's cliche, whether that's stereotypical, whether that's boring to some people, to me, usually with these movies, it's comfort food. You go in for the comfort. You know, it's like I eat a pizza, might not be good for you, but you eat a pizza, you want it to taste like a pizza. You don't want to eat a pizza and taste like spinach. And it's like, well, it's spinach because it's good for you. Well, some people get spinach on your pizzas, not me. But it's like, no, I got it. That's what I want. I don't think a lot of people, when they first saw this, that's not what they wanted. And so by the ending, they went, what the fuck? And I think that might have hurt the box office. Might have hurt the box office. Maybe it was word of mouth. You see what the fuck happened then? What? I'm not going to see that. But again, watch it in today's age. It is somewhat refreshing. Like I said, it's ballsy, and it's easily the most realistic. Like, it is the most realistic ending. But at the same time, do you go into these movies for realism? No. You go in it for escapism. You go in it for a fun time. And that's why, a film like Porky's or such is why I would gravitate more towards. But like I said, I do appreciate them going for the more realistic ending because, yep, more than likely that's what would happen. That is what would happen. And it's a kick in the gut. And it's effective in what it was supposed to be. It was effective in what it was trying to gain. And I can applaud and appreciate the balls on it to do that. So, like, I think if the movie is talked about, it's because of that ending. So I don't know, maybe if it went the way of normal, it'd be a movie people forget. But because it has that, it is its most memorable bit. It's its most memorable talking point of the movie. And maybe for that one film, it was right for what it needed to do. But yeah, it's just not a film I rewatch a lot. The acting is fine. You do get your nudity. If you like seeing that in movies, as do I do. Sorry about that edit. I got a phone call right in the middle, and now that it's shut off, I can continue, and I forgot where I was at. I think it was just, at the end of the day, I was talking about the ending of the film and how I appreciate that it's a ballsy ending, and it's a realistic ending. It's just not something I would want to see every day. But I appreciate at least one movie with my cynical brain going, I call bullshit on this. And the movie's like, exactly. Oh, okay, you called my bluff. Credit where credit is due. But I mean, even the first half, it's not the funniest movie. It's not the most hilarious film. It's sporadically humorous. And the soundtrack helps quite a bit, because you get songs by the Commodores, U2, Blondie, Devo, The Police, Journey, who has the song Open Arms, REO Speedwagon with Keep On Loving You, which is used a decent amount of times, Tasting the Sunshine Band, The Cars with the Shake It Up. Pretty good soundtrack. So that, liking Lawrence Monison's character, because he's a character who is relatable fact that you have those awkward times and you're trying too hard and you fall flat on your face. And probably a lot of people will, by the end of the film, definitely relate to having maybe their own experiences like he has. And like I said, don't put people on a pedestal because they'll just let you down. And it's it's definitely a harsh lesson to learn, but maybe it's a lesson that need to be learned. Which I guess that was maybe the whole point of the movie. It'd be curious to see like an interview to go, what's your point of the film? Was that the point to, or maybe there's no point, just this is just how the story played out, just that's just how it is, or is there some deeper meaning to what you wanted to convey as writer, director, whatever? But yeah, it's mildly entertaining with a good soundtrack, a lead performance I don't mind, nice nudity, and then yeah, an ending that's a punch in the gut. And whether you liked or disliked it, it's at least memorable. And I give credit to that. So again, it's not a favorite of mine. Be like maybe I don't know, maybe a 3 out of 5 star film. Maybe probably like 3 out of 5. I wish it was a funnier film. I wish it was more consistently funny. I think there's a few more passages of the script you could have done on it. Again, the second half, which is now it's a bit more serious with the abortion thing, and this is just. But there's a certain phrase I'm thinking of, and I can't think of it right now, where it's like a Trojan horse. That's what I'm thinking of, a Trojan horse. Where you bring people, if you like Porky's, you'll like this film. The way it's advertised, maybe Porky's, I don't know, maybe it's trying to be like a American Graffiti, whatever with the advertisement. You, but this does feel like, again, those sex comedies that I was talking about, not so much American Graffiti. I just say I wonder if they were trying to go for that advertisement because of the soundtrack. But you lead people in, think it's going to be a Porky's type of movie, and then the second you have taste this veer, not everyone's going to be along for the ride. I guess is what I'm getting at. And 5, an inconsistency, but at the same time it's a risk that is interesting at the very least. I've said before, it's nice to see something a bit different, a bit original. Doesn't mean you always like it, but it's nice to see it every once in a while. And this, again, was at the very least interesting way to end things. Although there was, I think, an interview I read that at one point there was the two of the stars thought of doing a sequel where the girl Karen got married, things fell apart. Gary became friends with her, but then by the end, after all this stuff, she goes up to him saying, "You want to get together?" And then it's Gary who goes, "No," walks away, and pretty much does to her what she did to him when they were teen. Which that would be interesting because it would showcase that Gary learned his lesson. He grew since the first film. Plus, like, fuck that bitch, and she did a bit of payback. I think that's the thing. I wish Karen got some kind of payback. Fine, you get pregnant again, but this way you gotta keep the baby. No abortion this time, bitch. I can't really, she's not a bitch. To me, she's a bitch. She's a big fat bitch. Not fat. She's not fat. She's a big bitch. Well, she's not that big either. But she's a gigantic bitch. Fuck the bitch. Fuck Karen. Oh, fuck you. Fucking bitch. Just bitch. Like, bitch should just be her name. Karen bitch. Or bitch Karen. Or Karen bitch, whatever her last name is. Just tattoo on the forehead that character, bitch. Not the actress, folks. The character, bitch. Like the biggest, probably the biggest bitch I've ever seen in a teen sex comedy, or a teen comedy in general, or even a teen film in general. I'll say this: a teen film in general. She's the biggest bitch I've ever seen. So, guess I'll end it with that. So, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later.